question?
Yes, I'm sorry. Do you need for me to ask it again?
No, I remember the question. And I guess the first part of the answer is that I would support a tort reform effort. And I would say, first of all, you know, of course, we're both attorneys, and we both have lots of friends that are attorneys. And one of my friends who has made a lot of money in personal injury law talked to me several years ago when Georgia passed its first tort reform, comprehensive tort reform legislation. And we talked about why that happened. And he said, Christian, the reason it happened is because people in Georgia, not doctors or insurance companies or lawyers or politicians, the people in Georgia demanded that something be done. They saw their costs skyrocketing, costs of insurance, costs of health care, cost of getting in to see a doctor, not just in dollar cost, but time cost. If you try to go to the emergency room, you're going to wait for a long time before you see the doctor, because costs have continued to increase exponentially in Georgia. He said the reason that we have tort reform in Georgia is because the people demanded it. The people wanted tort reform. And so for the same reason that we got it the first time, I support allowing the people to decide what we should have in terms of tort reform. Now, the Constitution, the Supreme Court ruled unconstitutional the legislative scheme that we had in place. But a similar scheme was upheld in Texas because it was passed as a constitutional amendment voted on by the people. And I would support allowing the people to make that decision. And in Texas, when they had comprehensive tort reform that was constitutional and mandated by the people, costs went down. Doctors flocked to Texas. If you want good health care, you go to Texas. And I have talked to doctors since the Supreme Court of Georgia changed the law in Georgia, declared that it was unconstitutional. I have talked to doctors who are leaving Georgia. I have talked to doctors who will not open practice in Georgia. We are hurting our own community by refusing to act responsibly with regard to tort reform.